Hi Virgo, welcome to your June no contact love tarot reading. So Virgo, we're looking at the person on your mind, the one that you're thinking of at this time during the no contact communication situation. So we're going to be looking at what happened, how do they feel about it, how do they feel about you, what are they doing right now that you need to be aware of, and could things change? So we have the Gaia Oracle here, so I'm going to get you some opening messages with this deck, and then we will jump into your reading. And this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers, Heavy Placements, Male, Female, General, Collective reading. But welcome in Virgo, welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. Keep in mind, Virgo, that all readings should be considered timeless. This is just when the messages come out. And if you find this reading heavily resonates for you, there will be an extended reading, and I'll tell you about that at the end of this reading. So let's see what we have. Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary. We have 38, which is 12, which is 3, which is growth, expansion, building, rebuilding, loss, grief, sadness, and resurrection. 20, which is 2. 2 is about, choices, decisions, partnerships, and unities. 32, which is 5, which can be about conflict or change. We have purification, water, emotional cleansing, rejuvenation, and eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. 24, which is 6, which is a very healing, balanced energy. Virgo. So I definitely feel like obviously there's a loss and a no communication. So I feel like even though, things didn't work out and you've been in no contact separation, you still have like that eternal love kind of feeling. For some reason, I think it's just something that wasn't going to work, right? So this is about finding your own inner peace with the Zen Garden, your healing, getting back to who you are in your true self. And purification, water, definitely is doing a lot of healing, cleansing, purging, releasing, going with the flow, right? And that could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I will mention the signs as I see them. Obviously, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be signs and charts people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, you can disregard them. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. So let's see where this is going. I'm not sure this is going to be about like reuniting or coming back together. This is just finding your peace again and realizing, yeah, that happened for a reason. It was meant to happen, but obviously maybe you were just too different, or differences, or things just weren't going to work, and just accepting the loss and moving on, but knowing there'll always be a special place in your heart, a special kind of love there, even if it's just energetically, spiritually, right? But let's see. Let us see, Virgo. Okay. So we have the Tarot of Dreams here. So this could be where you've gotten this energy of like, okay, this is what I see, think, and feel, and I just put that out to the universe, but maybe things could change, right? This could be you just accepting it as it is, like it's just not going to work between us, and I just accept it, and I always send them love, right? And I just accept the loss. So this could be, the point that you're at right now. And maybe you're just wondering about the whole situation and like how they're doing and what they're feeling. So let's see. So we have the Tower of Dreams here. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I usually do close out on here with another Oracle deck to close out for extra messages. But now I do that in the extended and another Tarot deck. But let's see the situation here for you, Virgo. The Fool. Tree of Life. Yeah, there's that connection. You may have had past lives with this person. 8 of Cups reversed, though, can be a return. Hermit, though, is a retraction of energy. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, there was something here about it couldn't build, grow, or expand. Maybe there was something happening, a wrong time. But it's like it just wasn't growing between us, right? So definitely Hermit, separation, retraction. 8 of Cups reversal can be a return. Tree of Life. I mean, roots run deep, maybe even past life with this person. Could be some history, a little bit of history between you. But the Fool, I feel, is like that energetic reset, new beginning, kind of accepting what is, kind of releasing it, because that Fool is all about no baggage, and kind of releasing it. But also, I feel with the Fool, like feeling like if, well, this came back around, I would kind of be open to this, because we do have the Eight of Cups reverse. You know, maybe I would take that leap again and see what would happen. Interesting. Okay, this is you, Virgo, right here with the Hermit. I mean, they could be a Virgo too, but we have Virgo, Aquarius, Ace of Swords, like making peace, clarity of mind, right? It was a hard decision, but I think you worked hard. Definitely working hard. Could have met this person through work situation. Devil, yeah. So there could have been some toxic things going on. That's why it affected this working, and it became blocked, right? And just having the clarity to say, okay, I let it go, right? Because you can use this Ace of Swords to cut away things, like release things, having that clarity. So let's see how they're feeling about this. So whether this was mutual, it could have been, you could have had that discussion, like, you know, I think it's just not going to work. This is in the way, that's in the way. We have too many differences, or there's just too many things going on. The timing's not right. I mean, it could be many things. And maybe you both came to an understanding of just walking away, right? But knowing, yeah, you did love each other, right? Okay. So let's see, Virgo, how do they feel about it? Let's see, how do they feel about it? Oh my God, yeah, there's the connection. No doubt about it. The Lovers. Two of Wands, but knowing maybe certain paths had to be chosen and wasn't able to, right? Because it kind of felt like at that crossroads, they felt that too. Something definitely was overwhelming. Five of Cups, so there's the sadness, loss, right, that we're experiencing. They're experiencing it too. Nine of Wands. So yeah, they feel there was either something that was a struggle in this connection that was very overwhelming, and it felt like too many choices had to be made, directions had to be taken, that maybe would even put a strain on this connection. So maybe it was distance or something else. But boy, the connection was right there. They do feel it right there with the Lovers. Wow. Okay, we got Gemini showing up. Seven of Swords. Like, yeah, avoiding. Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. There's this energy, though, of wanting this, but there was too many difficult situations, I feel, with the Seven of Swords. I don't know what that means, but, you know, refraining from it here with the Four of Pentacles, you know, the holding back. What's behind there? But there, yeah, there was love here. Queen of Cups. There is love here. Interesting. All right. So let's see how they feel about you. And this, Lovers, is also about choice. So this could have been the crossroads. Like, do we make a choice or a sacrifice for love? Or is this going to, even if we do that, is there still going to be too many other burdens that are going to weigh down our situation? So it seems like a lot of things at play here, right? So the Lovers is about making a choice. And I feel like it was a choice to kind of walk away. But also leaving it open maybe in the future, right? So let's see, Virgo. Let's take a look at how they feel about you. Virgo, how do they feel about Virgo? Let's see. Queen of Wands, reverse. Huh. Eight of Wands, reverse. So they're definitely feeling the no communication. And for them, it wasn't all about the fire and the passion. Not the Queen of Wands, reverse, right? But they had a lot of love for you, right? Page of Cups. And maybe they even told you that. But again, this is like too many difficult situations here with the Seven of Swords to be avoided. Nine of Pentacles reverse. I feel like this person didn't really want to be single. They wanted to be in a relationship with you. Whatever the Seven of Swords is that is affecting this whole situation, even if they would have chose this or that, something still would have weighed this down heavily. I don't know what that means. It's different for everybody. Like I said, it could have been distance. It could have been many things. But I do see a lot of love here, right here at Page of Cups. But Eight of Wands, not taking action. And it just wasn't about the fire and the passion, even if you had some fun times together. Even if they haven't told you, there was a lot of love here too. I mean, we did see the Queen of Cups as well. So we have Aries, Pisces showing up. Moon. Again, can't see the path clearly. Too many decisions, too many blockages. But they would have loved to give you the Page of Pentacles, right? But I think you guys had a lot of conversations with the Queen of Swords, and you kind of went your own way. And I feel like a lot of you were just wondering how they truly still feel about this whole situation. Even if you talked about it, you know, maybe some things weren't said. But with that Queen of Swords, I mean, the Moon can be that too. So maybe not everything was talked about, but I do feel like there were some conversations here, right? Before you both decided to part ways, right? And it took a lot of healing and finding our true self again, our inner peace again, but knowing that eternal love was going to be there. You definitely could have had past lives with this person. Okay. So let's see what they're doing now, Virgo. What are they doing now that you need to be aware of? What are they doing now that you need to be aware of? For Virgo, please. What are they doing now? Let's see. Two of Swords. So they're making some decisions right now? Thinking about making more decisions or reviewing other things, like maybe I can make different decisions. Four of Wands. Are they thinking about relocating or moving? King of Swords. Somebody could be divorced. You could be divorced. They could be divorced. Doesn't have to be widowed. But that is a very, very clear mind stability with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands always is about the home too. Wheel. About how can I move this forward? You may not know this at all with the High Priestess, but your intuition could also be telling you, because you have that strong connection to us, especially to each other, especially if it's a past life connection, that I feel like something's changing, right? And for them, I think maybe something has changed for them. Now, I wasn't feeling like this person was going through a divorce or something like that. I mean, maybe. But I also feel like this person, this could be legalities or something else, or clarity of mind, knowing. And I feel like an opportunity arises where they can make a new decision, which can bring about something moving forward. And I feel this wheel is about change. And your intuition's, I think, telling you that. But something is very clear to them, right? That something can move forward now. They could physically be moving, traveling, relocating. And maybe they couldn't before because there was a big issue at play. I'm hearing some for family. So maybe they had to take care of their parents, or it was something else, right? Because we do have like an elderly person there, you know, the gray. So take that how it resonates. Could be just for one person. Something is changing, and you may not see this coming, but your intuition is probably telling you that. So really connect to that. But a decision is made here, being made. So we have Gemini, Sag, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh, it's a lot of love here, right? Knight of Cups, yeah, things stop between you. It's reverse. Palace of Coins, reverse. This actually could be about moving, right? And then the balance and the reciprocation coming in. Good news coming in too with the Page of Wands. All right, Virgo, we're going to do one more row. See how things are going to change here. So, okay, that makes sense then. So let's see how things could change here. But if it does resonate, please do like, comment. All the good things be greatly appreciated. One more row, a little bit of clarifying, then we'll jump to the extended, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So how are things going to change here? Palace of Cups. I mean, they just want to be with the one they love, right? Ace of Wands, so exciting new beginning. Three of Wands could be right now. It's reverse. That's like, I don't have to wait for this to come in. It's happening right now, right? That's why I take the Three of Wands reverse. Ten of Cups, total happiness, joy, fulfillment. It could be blending families. Again, we got family here. So like I said, it could have been something with their family. Like they couldn't leave, like say if it was distance, they couldn't move or whatever due to maybe family situations. But now you're going to be having some communication coming in. They could be checking your social media, seeing what you're up to, what you're saying. What are you doing? Are you still single? You know, I wonder what happened if I reached out. They may try connecting or reconnecting through social media. That also could be the communication coming in. Okay. We've got Aquarius here. Ten of Swords. So yeah, this was an ending, right? A limbo, right? Wasn't happy, right, with the Sun, that it couldn't be worked out. But now this is like happy, joyous, indulging, fulfilling. It's a single energy. Emperor taking the lead for their wish. And I feel like something is no longer affecting this, and now this could work. Palace of Coins. I mean, they could, like I said, they could be moving. Balance, reciprocation, good news coming in. Exciting, right? Interesting. All right, so we're going to go to the, and this Palace of Coins is Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So we're going to go to the extended now. So is here's water again with the Palace of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we're going to go to the extended now, Virgo. Something you're interested in. We got two separate tarot, two separate decks. We got the Animal Totem Tarot, Angel Answers for the extended. We're going to take a deeper, like what's happening here? What's the change? How are things changing? What's the intentions, the here and now moving forward? Advice, guidance. See if we just get more on this whole energy of like what was affecting this. Because it literally could be anything for anyone. I'm feeling a lot of people it was a distance thing. Especially with the like online communication, definitely could have been a distance thing. But we're going to take a deeper dive, Virgo. So if that's something you're interested in, my Patreon link is below. You can either become a member, do a one-time purchase, whatever suits you best. If you like a private reading, my Etsy shop's below, many readings to choose from. And please check the description box. Everything you need to know is there. My other channels, everything. There's just a lot down there. So if this is where it ends for you, I do hope it helped or resonated. If I see you on the other side, I'll see you there. But either way, wishing you the best, and I do hope to see you next time.